craft box. Now I'm particularly excited about this craft box in particular just because of the value of it alone. Now let's have a look. So I've opened the craft box here. Now in itself the craft box is just a lovely looking thing. The box alone is enough to just draw me in. I really love it, especially this interior with all the nice printed Sizzix designs here. But let's just start by taking a look at just 2 of these die sets that are coming in your box. So if I were looking at this, which is the Sweet Treats die set on the Sizzix website for the UK, that is £11.99. Now this die set here, which is You're the Best, this one is £16.99. Now by my calculations, that comes to £28.98. Now this is for just those 2 die sets, but you are getting the box, the entire box with all the rest of this stuff for £25. That's £29.99 if you're over in the US. Now let's have a look at the rest of the products you're getting in this craft box. So let's start with the framelits that go with these new lovely dimensional domes. Now dimensional domes are one of our most popular items. People absolutely love dimensional domes. These are really cool, quirky shapes, and I know there are a few fantastic dies that they go with, so it's always great to have dies like this. Now what would a shaker dome be without some of our mint julep and primrose sequins and beads? Now it's going to be a selection. We don't know what you're going to get in this box, but I know that they're going to be either the sequins and beads, and they're going to be in these 2 fantastic colours. So that's absolutely fantastic. We're still going, we're still adding value to it while we're going, and just remember those 2 dies themselves came to more than you're going to be paying for this box here. Now we've got this Everyday Sentiment stamp set. The Everyday Sentiment stamp set, I love it because it's got those types of sentiments, you know, the stamped ones that have different fonts in them, and I really love that in a card. Any sentiment on the front of a card, I love to have these different fonts. And we've also got a lovely calligraphy style one here. We've got these nice thin capitalized ones, and then we've got really kind of bold ones, and this one here, the Good Vibes Only, I love using that because it fills up a really nice amount of space on your card front. But we've also got for you, now I'm just going to go off track a sec because I previously did a video, so go back and have a look at it just on this stamp set alone, and I've brought along some of the products that projects that I made using this stamp set and a clear emboss, because I wanted to show that stamps are not just stamps, you know, they are versatile. Here I've used the clear embossing powder with some Tim Holtz Distress ink for a resist, and just look how that comes through. Now here's another project I made. Now this is using the ice cream from the Sweet Treats die set that you're getting in your box. Again with just a bit of stencil film, and I've inked that area, and that stamp just finishes it off. And this is what I'm talking about with those different fonts in one stamped sentiment. Here again, I've just created a pattern background using just the sentiments from this stamp set and the clear embossing powder, which is available on the Sizzix website as a resist. So I just thought I would show these before I move on. But back to the craft box, we're still going, because when you use, so you're also getting the embossing ink and some of our caramel toffee embossing powder. Now, you guys all know how to use embossing powder, and you know the effects it can make. My favorite way to use it is to go over the same area a few times. It almost creates an enamel finish, and with our Sizzix embossing powder, we've got that lovely sparkly element as well. It's really cool, so you should try that with this caramel toffee because it's gonna look really great. And we also have an adhesive roller. So this makes it really easy to attach your card fronts to your card bases, or just generally adhering things to one another. So this is another great, easy to use product. I love using my adhesive roller. Now we're still going because we also include 5 sheets of this lovely crisp white cardstock, which is perfect for your card bases. Now, our colours this month, as always, we've tried to adhere it to the colours that we think are going to be the most popular with our beloved customers at this time in the year. So if you are making summer themed makes, we've got a really bright poppy palette for you. And remember, this is Colour Story, so it's all going to be cohesive, it's all going to go together no matter which colours you choose. We've done the work for you. You could use any of these two colours together and it's going to look great. So we've got these 12 sheets of cardstock, also available in the box. Now, I think I've covered everything in the craft box. Now, you never know because you are getting so much stuff, but I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. What an exciting craft box we've got this month, and just remember that value. Now, before I go on to show you some of the makes that our designers have made previously, I'm just going to demonstrate a really simple make where I've used the Sweet Treats die set and just some elements of the You're the Best. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because what I found was that when you use this sentiment here, you're also getting the cut out letters in there. And what I'd like is, if you watch this video through, comment in the comments the different sentiments that you could create. Keep it clean, please. The different sentiments you could create with the letters, not just in this one, but you're also getting a lot of different words that you can, create anagrams and use those letters to make different words, like I've done here. Now, with it being the Sweet Treats, I know that you can use all those letters. I've spelt the word sweetest here because mine's going to be a sweet themed card. All I've done is I've taken a bit of the Arctic Sky cardstock, which is going to be available in your box. I used the big circular framelit die cut element to just cut out this circle. So that circular element is going to come in your box as well. That's part of the You're the Best die set. And then I've printed this sentiment here. In fact, so it's going to say you or you're the absolute sweetest. And what would a card like this be without some lovely sweet elements? Now I've taken the dies from the Sweet Treats die set. What I love about this set is that we've got all those little details like sprinkles and things like that that are going to really bring the make to life, add that little bit of detail to the card that just finishes it off. I'm going to create a little array. I'll do it this way actually. I'm going to do some upside down card making. A little array of sweets just to go on your card front. Add a bit of express glue because I want to create some dimension. I want to create some of them stuck right down and then some of them brought forward with just some of our foam tape. There's a nice cream here. And remember, I've just gone with the lavender dust and limoncello sprinkles, but you've got that whole range of really nice summery colours of cardstock here. And there we are. So this is almost finished. All I need to do is stick down the printed section of my sentiment. Now I could have used one of the stamp sets, there's so many to choose from, but to make this card in particular cohesive and to create the sentiment that I wanted to, I've just used some of the elements from the You're the Best there because I knew, and there were loads of different sentiments that I could choose from. There were so many words that I could make, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if people do take up the challenge and just have a go at creating different sentiments just using those really nice little letters that come as cutouts of the You're the Best set. So this is it really. This is the demo that I wanted to show you. I love it. It's nice, it's simple. I love the contrast on it, but particularly I like the dies, I like the colours that have come with it, and I love this nice big circular cut element because it's the perfect size. Now, before I go, I would really like to show you some of the makes. Just remind you, now these might have appeared on some of our other videos. Here's one that I made earlier. This is just really simple. With that, you're the best, and a nice little cupcake. I think if I were to make this again, I would add a few more sprinkles to that little cupcake. But have a look at this. Here we've used it with just a tiny bit of our opulent cardstock with that little crown element. And this is one of the stamps that you're going to get with the Everyday Sentiment stamp set. And have a look at this one. Now this is a great idea because we've got that arced sentiment in there. We've got the circular element, which would be the part that I cut out earlier. And we can get a nice, fully circular element that says, wishing you sunshine and happiness twice. What a lovely sentiment to receive. Here we've used the You're the Best sentiment to its entirety. It's just a really lovely die in itself. It's so nice and retro. I love stuff like this. But also, it's evergreen, which means you can use it for so many different occasions throughout the year. We've got Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays of siblings. It's just all there for you. Have a look at this. Now, this is a masculine card. I really love this. I often get asked about masculine card making on my Instagram page by people who follow me, and it's just a really nice thing to get involved with because, you know, card making sometimes can be thought of something that's quite a feminine thing, but masculine card makes they're fantastic. Okay, over here we've got a few more examples using that You're the Best, and you can just see a lot of these are just cards that have been put together with just a few elements in the background, but the star of the show is just this sentiment that you're getting from that die set. And these two die sets, it's worth adding, mix so well. Look at the simplicity of this. It really reminds me of a cool American diner, something like that, with this lovely font here, the kind of retro font, and those tasty looking donuts. Over here, again, using all those lovely elements from the sweet treats. Now, again, it's a really lovely die set for the summer. Do you know what? Looking at these cards is actually making me really hungry. So I'm gonna have to go and I might get an ice cream after this. Oh, look at this one here where we've piled up all those different scoops of ice cream on top of each other, and then used the font, which is a particularly lovely font from that You're the Best die set. And then last but not least, we have this one with all those lovely simple ice lollies, or popsicles as they call them over in the US, with that lovely little shine on there. So I really hope that you found this video inspiring. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this month's craft box. I'm so excited to do this video again, just because I can't believe the savings that you get in the value of the video. It's just it's mind-boggling. So I hope you take advantage of it, and I will see you next time.